All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome to Mogg Monday, episode 167. If you missed last week's episode, it was a really good one. We played Standard Goblins, and it was actually pretty damn awesome. Go watch that on YouTube if you missed it. But today, at episode 167 of Mogg Monday, we play Goblins every single Monday. No gimmicks. Usually we have some sort of fun gimmick here on Mogg Monday. Oh, we're playing some Goblin combo deck, or oh, we're playing this crazy Legacy deck, or whatever. Nope, not today. Today we are just playing my best possible Historic Goblins list. That's it. Nothing fancy. This is just what I think is the best possible list for Goblins and Historic. And Goblins is pretty good in Historic right now, honestly. And Goblins is less of a Muxus deck than it used to be. Goblins and Historic used to be just Muxus all the time. You know, 4 Muxus, Wily Goblin. Just cast Muxus on turn 4 of your game if you can. Not that anymore. Goblins is a much more reasonable, much more well-rounded deck. Thanks to the addition of cards like, you know, Munitions Expert and Sling Gang Lieutenant. And the big one here is Fable the Mirror-Breaker. Not in every Goblin deck, but probably should be at this point. Fable the Mirror-Breaker is obviously just like probably the best card printed in the last few years. And it's extremely good in an actual Goblin deck, obviously, because you are utilizing it for more than the sum of its parts. You know, we have ways to give the tokens haste, which is excellent with War Chief and Chieftain. We have ways to pump up the Goblin with Chieftain and Hordemaster. We have great things to copy, like Matron or Munitions Expert or Sling Gang, which is awesome. And it's just a really good card. Honestly, there's nothing really else to say aside from that. So, Fable and Mirror-Breaker, we got some Chieftain effects. Of course, Hordemaster is excellent. Snoop and Expert. Expert being one of the more important cards of a deck, allowing you to actually interact with stuff, which is really cool. We got Monzi here for a little ping action. Just a pair of Matrons. Again, you don't need to be sort of an all-in Muxus deck. We have a few targets for Matron, but they're also good to just draw. It's add a Mutavault thanks to the Historic Anthology. And that's really it, honestly. Relics on the board, Thought Seasons on the board, a couple of Braids, a couple of Herald Horns, and then a little smattering of Goblins here. A Chain Whirler, a second Mons, a Ringleader, and a Trash Master for a slight tutor package with Goblin Matron. That's it. Nothing too crazy here. Just the best Goblin deck I can muster, and we'll see how it goes in Historic. Let's get right to the games, brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
just another Mogg Monday. Butter Pooper resub. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. All right. The only downside to Fable, of course, is that it's not tribal goblin enchantment. Aside from that, pretty great. Chat, coming out with me. Opponent's playing Lurrus of a Dream Den. The only one of the few formats where Lurrus is actually legal still. We got a one-liner Burger Mulligan here, unfortunately. Also, you can use Prospector, cast Fable on turn 2 when appropriate, which is kind of cool as well. So Mulligan into a reasonable hand. We can keep this. Keep this. And I think we're going to ship the War Chief, I think. War Chief, it's exceptionally good with Hordemaster as far as reducing costs and stuff, but it's like Sling Gang or War Chief as far as the card to bottom. We only have 2 lands and an Expert, which is pretty awkward. I see Hordemaster too, but I'm gonna get rid of Sling Gang actually. Let's keep the War Chief for the Hordemaster. So play a tap and say go. Oh no, Lord Draken. Take care of baby Draken, alright? Blood Crypt, Dragon Rage Channeler. That's pretty good for us. We should have killed that immediately, I think. Let them get no value.
Get off my plate.
Get out of here. So we got War Chief, Fable, Hordemaster, all excellent. Oh, Grixis. This is interesting. Grixis Shadow, maybe? I don't even know. So they have a Thought Seize, but all the cards in my hand are good, honestly. So Nighthawk, what's up? Nighthawk, first time chatter. Everyone welcome Nighthawk. How's it going, Nighthawk 9? This looks awesome. Coming out local RCU with Pioneer Goblins, including Fable. Looking forward to seeing how this plays. Awesome, Nighthawk. Congratulations. Took the War Chief. Very interesting. Took the War Chief, not the Fable or the Hordemaster. We're going to play Fable. Should get it in there, honestly. No Spell Pierce? Oh, don't you Spell Pierce me. Don't you do it. I'll consider. Alright. Whew. If they baited me into a Spell Pierce there, and they, you know, my deck has 4 cards against Spell Pierce, I'd have been very, very sad. That would have been sick. Broham was feeling the same thing. Yeah, that would have been wild. Suna resub, thanks so much. That's 3 years for Suna also. Let's hear it for everyone being awesome. Thanks, folks. Appreciate it. Here's iteration. Consider. We're going to take iteration off of iteration. That's not very good. Here's old Mux Daddy. I kind of want to discard the Matron, honestly. Keep Hordemaster trying to cast it his turn, and then keep Muxus trying to cast in 2 turns. Yeah, maybe Matron. I think drawing a land here is pretty ideal. Cool. And then we'll play the old Hordemaster. They have a push for the Goblin. That sucks. Alright. That's not ideal, but sure. Play Hordemaster, play land, attack for 2. I mean, they're at 11. They might be playing Shadow, so like attacking them is a little weird, but... Shocking a land. Yeah, they're playing Shadows, I think. But now we're going to have Fable flipped. We have Hordemaster, Expert. 2 lands for Muxus. Drama Lock wouldn't counter it, so there's Shadow. And they're going to Angrath's Rampage me. Target player sacrifices a creature. Sure. We'll select Expert here. And trigger our Hordemaster for another Expert. I mean, we're going to lose it if we don't cast it on our end step. I'm just going to cast this. I guess, like, if we were to draw a Goblin that costs 1 or 2 mana, we could, in theory, kill Death Shadow. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe we actually just untap. Alright, so let's untap. So untap. We did not draw a Goblin that costs 1 or 2 mana. So, sure. Play land. I mean, again, we're just going to cast this. We obviously want it in play with the Reflection anyway, so we can copy it. And we lose it if we don't cast it anyway. It is true, if you don't use it, you lose it. That is the thing. So, deal 3. We're actually attacking with Hordemaster here too, I think. Maybe not. Maybe we don't want to deal them damage, make Shadow bigger. Yeah, I'm just going to go. Historic has the coolest Goblin deck in Magic, yes or no? It's pretty cool. No Aether Vial is a little sad, but... Luke, yeah, I played day 2 of the Arena Open. Yesterday was a Cube Draft Open. That actually seemed pretty good, but I just lost. It happens, you know. That one, you can watch that one as a VOD on Twitch. It'll go up as bonus content on YouTube because it's like, you know, me no mic unedited, so it'll go up as bonus content on YouTube. Shadow number 2. But if we draw land, we're in great shape, or if the Reflection lives, we're in great shape. Shocking a land by Lurrus. Okay. 4 port, 4 Wasteland Goblin deck. Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. Extended. I mean, Fatal Push. Shit. Extended Goblins. They're gonna kill this and not Expert or Kiki-Jiki. I had a Snoop. I mean, now I guess I can copy Expert, but like it can't even kill a Shadow anyway. I think Vial will be perfect for Historic. Like actually perfect. Like I'm astounded that Vial has not been put into Historic yet. All right, no blocks. They have Lurrus in hand. We draw Sling Gang Lieutenant. That actually just kills them, so we'll just do that, I guess. Here's Sling Gang. And 2 Goblins. And copy Sling Gang. Yeah, Fable is just so good. This deck is just unreal. And then,
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day.
And, just gonna make those shadows bigger and bigger. Alright.
Game.
Good first game there.
Blouses.
Gotta watch out for Witch's Vengeance. That's the scary one. And then do I want Relics against them? Relic stops Channelers, maybe Croxa, Lurrus. I would say, wouldn't mind cutting some Prospectors. I think you would need Prismatic Ending to a Vial. Why? Like, the thing is that's what makes Prismatic Ending so frustrating in Modern, is that, like, you can't play, like, Aether Vial is the kind of card it's pretty hard to put in your deck. You know, you don't just put Aether Vial in your deck. It's not Fable or Mirror-Breaker, you know? So the decks that go through the trouble to put Aether Vial in their deck should be able to play with their Aether Vials. Like, why make it so easy to kill the freaking Aether Vial, you know? I detest the presence of Prismatic Ending in Modern. It's one of my least favorite cards, honestly. Because it's just so randomly good against decks trying to do synergy stuff. You know, Hardened Scales, Aether Vial, you know, decks that are built around a certain card. that is a odd card type. It's a little harder to remove. Just too easy to remove. Hate it. All right. They have Drown too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they might bring some relics. Let's cut 3 prospectors. And Mons is interesting is like we can just like try and kill them because they obviously have a lot of self damage. Let's bring the relics. Cut like Chieftain's pretty good too. Yeah, I guess this is. I kind of want to cut bring Mons over Chieftain, honestly, or maybe even Ringleader. Or Chieftain. I'm gonna cut the 2 Chieftains and add a Ringleader. And the Mons, yeah. Let's try this. I feel like trying to play a Lord and a bunch of removal spells is a really good idea. So, Battlecry Goblin just isn't that good. It's just like okay. It's fine. I know people like that card, but just kind of whatever. Alright, so we have Double Expert, Fable, Mons. We can keep this. And it's not great, but it's fine. It's solid. What's up, Channeler? How's it going, Adam? So we can Expert down the Channeler next turn, assuming they can't kill it in response. Yeah, Battlecry is just like... This Battlecry is like kind of not a 2-drop. It's kind of more of like a 4-drop or like, you know, just bigger because like, you want to get more out of it than just a bear. So, and the deck already has plenty of cards that plays that cost a lot. So I gotta keep the card we consider. 2 instants in the bin. So now the thing is, if I go for an Expert here, they can kill it in response, and therefore I wouldn't get to kill the Channeler. Let's just say go. Fetch lands in Historic. I think that the beauty of Historic is it is a very powerful, very wide open fetch land less format. Ledger Shredder. Okay. I mean, I want to try and kill Channeler, but if they kill it in response, it sucks. Then they can't shred though. I'm gonna try and kill it now. If they have to use an actual kill spell on a Mutations Expert, it really isn't that bad for us. So, I'm gonna kill this, sure. But now they can't shred. And we'll untap and play probably Fable. They've been a shadow. Take nothing. Z, I agree strongly. I agree strongly that the biggest downside to Historic is that it is extremely expensive. 3 cards in hand. Channeler, Shredder. Yeah, just a Fable. Try and get Fable going as fast as possible with Expert and Warchief. Here's Iteration. It's pretty good. Pretty good follow-up. They keep the card on top. Draw the card. Thoughtseize. I mean, our hand's not that Thoughtseizable. This is fine. I imagine they're going to get Delirium here. No, not yet. They have Instant Sorcery Land. I mean, Instant Sorcery Creature. Need a land. Shredder will probably have to do it, right? No, Inquisition again. Alright. And I guess this being a 3-1, thanks to it's the Nerf Channeler, it's pretty good for Expert too, so... Yeah, Magic is far too expensive right now. Far too expensive. Look at Historic as Arena's Legacy Vintage. Will never be cheap. But Legacy should also be playable too, I think. I think that Legacy costing $1 bajillion is a bug, not a feature, of the fact that the reserve list exists. They're going to take the Warchief. Interesting. We're going to discard, I think, 1 land. It could be Mons, too. Mons isn't great here. So we want to go Fable, Expert, kill Channeler. They get to shred again, but we're discard Mons. I think Mons is like it right now. We discard, we draw Bugbear, Conspicuous Snoop. Snoop's also pretty good. I think it's still just Fable though. They have 4 cards in hand. That's a lot of cards. So yeah, I kind of want to go land, kill Channeler, play Fable. Also go Snoop Expert, tap land. Not Fable, I think. So, yeah, alright, let's attack. We can actually kill this on their upkeep, so I don't double spell for Shredder. So we can go like play Fable, play this on red, then we'll just kill the Channeler on their upkeep with Expert. Kind of like that, actually. What's up, Darth? This is Darth. How's it going, my friend? Mogg Monday. This is Mogg Monday. No gimmicks today. This is just what I think is the best possible list for historic goblins. So no fancy gimmicks, just good goblin deck and historic. What you see is what you get. Welcome, folks, for tuning in. And we're going to kill each Channeler. They're going to Infernal Grasp the Expert. So this is great for us, obviously, because Red is a straight 2-for-1. We kind of want to keep the Expert in play for our Fables, but, like, sure. Using a premium kill spell to kill my Expert is totally fun. Rev Resub, thanks so much. Hope you have a good holiday as well, my friend. Your holiday card's on the way. Give your gimmicks? Yeah, I love gimmicks too, but every once in a while you gotta just step back and just play the good stuff, you know? So we have double Shaman. Here's a Shadow. I hit to Shred again. It's a 3/3 Shadow. We're at 16 with a bunch of mana, a Fable about to flip, and a Snoop. So, let's see what we got here. Shock in the Steam Vents. We draw a War Chief, which is freaking awesome, actually. Because now my thing can have haste. Let's discard, discard Bugbear, I think. And draw a land. Sure. It's actually better, still doesn't have land anyway, so we get to, I mean, we now have War Chief and Reflection active. The problem is if I go War Chief and Snoop, I can't afford to copy with this. I can just play Snoop, honestly. See what's on top of our deck. It's a Rundvelt Horde. That's probably like the best possible card we could have hit. Rundvelt Hordemaster's here. So I have a Hordemaster. They get to Shred, but now I have active. I'm sorry, it's not active. Never mind. It was a War Chief, but still really good. Team Battle Rage coming. Hey, they got it, you know? And now we're going to say go. We can like happily just block the Shadow. Trigger Hordemaster. They're at 8, and I have a War Chief too. That sucked. Yeah, that was definitely a bad side to our choice, but we whiffed. We had 4 triggers there. We hit a Prospector and nothing else. That's gross. Alright, so we flip the Saga. We get to, I mean, War Chief, Prospector have active Reflection. They get to Shred, but now we have blockers galore. Alright, I think we copy War Chief on our end step. So that way we have a blocker for their turn, but they can't kill it in response. They have less options to, and they can't double spell either if they have a kill spell. Thoughtseize? No, this is not a match we want Thoughtseize in. We just play our cards and win. We don't want to try and get into a Thoughtseize muck battle with them. So no attacks. And then on our own end step, we are going to copy War Chief and see what happens. This War Chief will persist till their turn. Alright, cool. So they had a way to kill my thing in there. They would have to play it on their turn and probably not Shred. Another Shredder. Jeez. Yeah. Oh my god. Alright, that's a lot of stuff. Sure. No push on the side? No, there could be a push or two of a sideboard for sure. I think playing like... I've played 2 push before my Goblin sideboards. Not currently, but... Rangers doing great. It was a great game last night. And they discard a land... We have Snoop on top, and they hit a Thoughtseize. Sure. Alright, so, untap, land, Dylan. Snoop. Big one on top, please, or land. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to say go. This kind of sucks. We did it like that because we planned on blocking the shadow. Because the shadow was going to attack. If we didn't do it, they would have attacked. We would have copied and blocked anyway. So if we're already going to copy and block, we might as well do it on our turn to make their Shredder and their possible rule spell the most possible awkward. They didn't attack, so it looks weird. But like they definitely attack otherwise. So opponent's name means fire engine in Swedish. Now we're learning stuff. 2 cards in hand. Let me just block the Prospector now, and then we'll try and end up this. Or maybe we'll copy Snoop. I don't know. Let's say go. They're at 8. Another Shredder? Too many Shredders. All right, they got us. Double Brothers Hood N gets us. All right, fine. You got me. All right, you got me. Game 3. Yeah, I kind of wish we had some pushes on the board, but I consider bringing in Herald's Horn. Honestly, it's a pretty nice grindy card. That's also a nice way to recover from a wrath. Puts a permanent in play. They can't be Herald's End or Brotherhood's ended. We don't really have much else that we'd want. Relics. Maybe we don't want Relic actually. Yeah, I kind of want the horns. Maybe we shave like a Mons and a Relic. Relic just seems kind of like whatever. Let's do this. Using Brother's End to kill creatures your horn does survive. Exactly, that's the idea. So, like, the thing is that when you're playing against Sweeper, you want to try and find a way to add to your board in a way that won't get hit by the Sweeper. That's why Planeswalkers are always so good in like, aggro decks. So, yeah, I mean, it's fine. We're going to keep. A Braid kills Lurrus and Shredder. I mean, it kills Shredder, in the very small window you have to actually kill it, and then does nothing. So, and then Lurrus, Lurrus shouldn't factor in too much, I wouldn't think. Alright, let me draw Hordemaster. I mean, this looks very pushy. We could just pop the Relic and try and cast Fable on turn 3. Play Hordemaster here. Yeah, I feel like it probably just dies. I think I'd rather just draw a card. Just to go. Yeah, we gotta make the third land option for sure. Yeah, definitely has push. All right, so draw off Relic just to try and draw our third land here, and we draw Blood Crypt. Now it's interesting. We could fire in a War Chief here, specifically because we think they have push, and you can't push a War Chief. I like that a lot actually. Even though we like prefer to play Fable here, I think playing War Chief is better because they can't cast their spell. We get it for 2. We do want to attack. I think so, yeah. And now, like, they can't kill this. Now they need to deal with this. And if they don't, we have to really do lots of nasty stuff. So, what's up, Run of the Mill? Morning, folks. Happy Mogg Monday. Ooh, they're going to play Watery Grave and then cast Iteration. And they hit a land. All right. The good old Hive of the Eye Tyrant Expressive Iteration draw. And now you get to untap and go bananas here. So we're going to go, I think, Hordemaster, land Fable. They'll probably push the Hordemaster, and then the Fable gets to attack and get a treasure, which is pretty awesome. I think we're in great shape right now. Great shape. Here's Hordemaster for 1. And this is a large part of why War Chief is in the deck, not Chieftain, because it's so good with Hordemaster. Play land, play Fable. Now that resolves 2. Wow, alright. They're gonna push the Goblin token. Okay, we reveal another War Chief. Awesome. Could be an argument for like not attacking and trying to turn off Shadow, but I think you probably still want to attack. It's in a weird song and dance. I'm going to cast a second War Chief. It's pretty good. I don't think we're going to be discarding anything. We want to cast Muxus, I guess, too. I guess I like the War Chief lives when I cast Muxus. Keep Mulligan dressed down in Historic. That's probably fine. I feel like dress down's like main function in Modern is to kill Urza Saga. Oh my god, no!
We have technology.
What the hell's going on?
Wow.
It's still on them, right? Oh god, please don't do this to me. Please don't. I mean, it's on their clock. According to the software. Can't always trust the software, though. I don't know. I'm disconnected. Should I restart? What do we think? I'm just gonna restart. What's the worst? What's the worst that could happen, right? If it's on them anyway. Call us a power for Christmas. Awesome. If it's on them, it's on them. And then if it's on me and I'm being screwed, we want to restart. So, arena just crashed. Great. All right, we got to our main phase. Sling. I don't want to discard anything, honestly. Are they like timed out? Oh my god, they're just timed out. Ringleader hits Hordemaster and Snoop. Good thing we were smart and restarted our computer. Or restarted our arena, huh? Sling was GG also. Yeah, I'd want to make a play before they did anything, honestly. But alright. Well, I mean, even though they like, I don't know what happened exactly to them on that turn. Like, our hand was so good, we were definitely winning that game anyway. So, we'll take it. 1-0, Mod Monday. Alright, we're back in it. Back at the game. Fable keep. We have turn 2 Fable if we want it. Whether we want it is a different question, but... yeah, Fern Gully, much better of an avatar. Esper Sentinel. Alright, it's a little annoying as far as our Fable goes, but... I just remember working, I worked a seasonal at a Sony outlet store for Christmas one year, and they just had Avatar on every TV all the time because it's like the best TV demo, you know, thing. I'm gonna block here just all day, I think, right? Like, we have Expert. I want to cast Fable on, yeah, whatever, let's block. Let's see what they do. Obviously, this card isn't that good against us, but we do have a Fable, so... what's this? Shock in. They're going to can't stay with us. So they must be like a... they must be a Greasefang deck. Alright, Pathway on black. We just kill this. Yeah, first Avatar was just Pocahontas and Fern Gully together in one. With no baddie, unfortunately. Right? Anyone? Fern Gully? Baddie? Fern Gully's cool. Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay. They discarded no Power Helion, thankfully, so we draw Fable. Awesome. Get our Fable on and say go. We have a second Expert and a Bugbear, too. This is great. I think we're in pretty good shape here. And we have some loots as well. Engineering. So a Goblin Trader in our midst. Finds Power Helium, puts it in the graveyard. Just Entomb for Power Helium. Alright, so discarding Blood Crypt and Bugbear. Fixing our entire hand to draw War Chief and Pathway. We're going to actually attack with this thing first to make sure I have mana for Expert. Attack here. Sure. Play War Chiefs. There you go. And now we're almost there on active Fable plus Expert. We have an Expert in our hand. Feeling pretty good here. You know what's better than Blood Tithe Harvester, Fable, the Mirror-Breaker? Munitions Expert, Fable, the Mirror-Breaker. Woo!
Poor predictable Bart always takes rock.
All right, here's Greasefang.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
Don't have a unholy heat here, please. There we go. All right, and now we just have the Fable loop. Goblin Engineer, tap land. Reflection with haste is really, really good, in case you were wondering. Let's play Snoop. Top card's a land. Play land. And I wouldn't trade War Chief for these two. I wouldn't trade anything here. So just like go. And now you should have active Reflection plus Expert. Reflection with haste is actual Kiki Jiki, like the real thing.
Good lord.
They're gonna can't stay away. I mean, I just literally have this in play right now. Copy. Shoot you down. They shot me down. Bang, bang. That awful sound. My goblin shot me down.
After it was all over, he took us in the house and served us pancake.
Killing Greasefang in response to trigger isn't better. Bounces power immediately into hand. I guess you're right. They didn't, the first time they had a power to crew it, right? The second time they didn't. So yeah, you're right, I think. But sure. We're gonna bring in our relics. I'm gonna bring in a Trash Master and the Abrades. I don't think I want Thoughtseize. Let's take out the Matrons, the Monzi, I think. Playing Historic. What's up, folks? Welcome. Historic Goblins. Nothing fancy today on Mogg Monday. Usually we have a fun gimmick or whatever. Today is just the what I think is the best Goblin list in Historic. That's it. Shame of Muxus. A Braid Relic Expert. Honestly, we could shave like Krenko. And then like maybe a Sling Gang. Yeah. Historic Goblins stronger than modern Goblins? I think so. Yeah. Nicole maintains like pretty high mythic each month playing Goblins in Historic. Whereas Goblins in Modern is like, it's like fine, but not super great, I think. Shape of Sling. Keep our curve kind of low. Keep the curve kind of low. You know, deal the combo, deal some damage. Yes, Heat is nerfed in Historic. It deals 4 instead of 6 on the Delirium side. So is Channeler. Both Channeler and Heat are nerfed, and they're both still very playable. Double Relic, Expert. Oh, I don't... Alright, yeah. So they probably boarded the Esper Sentinels out, which is good, because they would be pretty good against the hand, but... Heat dealing 6 is pretty ridiculous. Truth be told. Relic of Progenitus. I love this card. This card should be in every format. Periodic reminder of a freshly brewed for 8 fields. Yes. You keep reminding me, Leggings. DRC nerf is it's a 3-1 instead of a 3-3 when it's Delirium. Still very good. Goblin Engineer. I feel like playing Goblin Engineer into turn 1 Relic is going to get nothing. Sure. You can just like not play it. You know, you don't need to play something on turn 2. Alright. Just going to go Summit Snoop, I think, right? We could go Prospector second Relic to not expose Snoop to a removal spell, but I don't think they have much removal in their deck, honestly. Top card is a land, sure. Do 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 do. Rundvelt Hordemaster off the top, love it. Expert off the top, love it. Attack for 3. Play Prospector. The cool part is is with Prospector in play, we can tap out whatever we want for Relic and still have Relic up, which is cool. So, yeah, I agree. The DRC nerf is great. I'm still a little like weird on the nerfs, honestly. In Historic, like it's weird because for the Arena Cube, the cards weren't nerfed, but like you're so used to seeing them nerfed, like into Historic Brawl, everything but Explorer, the cards are nerfed. So like they weren't nerfed in the Cube. It's kind of weird. I feel like the nerfs are just awkward. I like, and there's dead, like, right? Like how can they win this game? They have no black. Like I kind of get the scoop there or whatever. But I think like the nerfs are just a little weird and jarring for sure. And I like them in some ways and don't, I don't know. I'm just not really sure. I feel like if they just like released, Dragon Mad Channeler and gave it like different art and like made it the Nerf version of Dragon Rage Channeler and like banned Dragon Rage Channeler and put that new card in, it'd be like less confusing. It just like seeing a Magic card doesn't do what you think it's going to do. It's just odd. It's just weird. So I think the Alchemy cards in Cube are great. I think the Alchemy cards are really fun in Cube, really fun in Historic. But yeah, it's weird that would be cleaner, but like it just feels more natural to a Magic player if it was like the Unholiest Heat or whatever. Dragon Irritation Channeler, sure, whatever it is, Yeah, the thing is that when the cards legal in other formats, it just feels weird. I don't know. Peanut Butter Joey says, I went to Heats Me in Arena and didn't. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just weird. So like, if they were just like, make a new card and just give everyone who owns Unholy Heat the new card of, Ungodly Heat or whatever, and like, or like maybe even like ban the card and then I don't even know exactly. It's just something to make it less confusing. Basically, is the goal. Yeah, like change the name of the art, and like because the card, I think the nerfed versions of Unholy Heat and Dragon Rage Channeler are perfect. I think they're a perfect power level. They're both still playable, but not way too good and uncomfortable warmth. And I like seeing the nerfs, but it's still just like kind of confusing. Are we a blue-eye control here? Sure. Jam Hordemaster. Unholy? Yeah, sure. Correct. I think that for Alchemy cards and digital-only cards, go nuts. Nerf them all you want or change them all you want because they only exist in one spot. But because the card Unholy Heat exists in paper and will never change in paper, it's just jarring and weird. So like, I'm all about the digital only stuff. I love the Alchemy cards. I don't love Alchemy as a format, but I love the Alchemy cards in Historic. I love digital only designs. So those are great. I think nerfing and changing those is great, but it's just trying to make it less jarring for paper players and make it more palatable, if you will. All right, so we're gonna Fable here because honestly, I think Fable isn't even that important. They're probably going to counter whatever I play here, right? I just guess a Matron, too. I'm not sure what I'm getting, though. I guess War Chief. Nah, it's better post Rat. Let's get by Fable. Sure. It sucks it was Veto, but sure. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is the biggest issue with Alchemy and digital only cards and a lot of stuff on Magic Arena and in Magic in general is like they just don't communicate them very well, and it isn't clear enough, and they do it in a way that's so awkward. Even like the Magic 30th anniversary like $1,000 booster packs, if they just like marketed those as like a super special high end product meant for collector, they just marketed it differently, people wouldn't care that much because it looks like it's supposed to be a proxy product to get cheap cards into players' hands who can't afford them, but it is just the exact opposite. Everyone gets pissed off. So if you just like communicate it properly and communicate what it is, a super high-end product for a very small part of the player base, that's fine, sure. But like they just suck communicating so much. I guess you War Chief here. I mean, obviously they have all spells in hand. They have no lands. Maybe we just play Matron just to get like a setup turn going. Because I don't care if I counter Matron. Yeah. Yes, and then it's even more confusing, you're correct, when there are similar formats on the same platform that use different versions of the same card. I played a Pro Tour this year where the Pro Tour was Standard and Historic, and Luminarch Aspirant and Goldspan Dragon did 2 different things in both formats. That's just very confusing. Nature Resolves. What are we getting? Like, Slingang, Krenko, Chieftain. Honestly, Snoop's pretty good. Because Snoop is a way to, this is whenever it dies. I kind of like Snoop here. It allows me to double spell, play on counter spells and stuff. So, let's get Snoop. Prospector, no. We don't want to... They're playing counter spells, and they have all spells in their hand. So our goal is to try and, like, diversify our threats and be as flexible as possible. Sacrificing our board to cast Muxus and get a counter is not where we want to be at. Snoop's the best card in the deck? I don't think I would say that, but it is particularly good in these spots. So now I can go Snoop. And if they counter it, I play a War Chief. If I don't, hopefully I hit a Goblin on top. Hot cards ain't mountain. It's not ideal. Alright. I'm gonna play a land. Now we know we have Muxus next turn, so we're just gonna jam a War Chief and try and either get them to counter it or Wrath. So, yeah, I think Hordemaster isn't as good against them because they have exiling and removal spells. So, here's the big attack. Do you have a Wandering Emperor? No. Alright, so hopefully untacked Verdict, and then I just go land Muxus. We have 4 Haste Lords in our deck for Muxus, so end step Deluge. They shot me down, bang, bang. That awful sound. My Muxus shot me down. How many hours am I planning on streaming for Cube for Charity? The usual, probably like 12 hours, then 12 hours again. Folks, if you don't know about it, the countdown's right there. We're almost at 1 week to go. Cube for Charity, biggest freaking event of the year. And I'm not even being sarcastic. It's probably one of the biggest events as far as streaming goes. It's our 4th year running, me versus J-Bro. We have phenomenal teams lined up. It's just going to be so much fun. 48-hour bonanza of 8 Magic players, 8 of your favorite streamers, and me, I guess. Battling in Cube, trying to get the most Cube trophies possible, playing for great causes. It's going to be awesome. It's great. It's awesome. I don't know what else to say. I'll run the ad for it, or the promo for it after this. But, yep, Nassif. So my team is there's your verdict. My team is myself, Hodpog, Arya. She's so good. Cedric Phillips and Reed Duke. My opponent's team is J-Bro, of course, is the leader of his team. Gabe Nassif, Caleb, and Meebo. So, stacked squads. Stacked. And Caleb is pretty broken. So, going to be the most fun ever. Oh!
Oh, it's Rising Helix! Oh my god!
And that's going to be starting on the evening of December 26th and go for 48 hours. Most trophies wins. Caleb's a bit of a cheat, yeah. Yeah, Golf. That's what I was saying, Golf. Yeah, I agree. Here. Want to see more about it? Here you go.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
That's right. Vintage Holiday Cube season, which means it's time for year 4 of Cube for Charity. Once again, Jim Davis has assembled a squad to try and take down Cube Master J-Bro in a 48-hour scramble to accumulate the most Vintage Cube trophies and raise money for charity. Defending champion Jonathan Brostoff and his team are sponsored by Mana Traders. I'll be playing for the charity Doctors Without Borders, while challenger Jim Davis and his team are sponsored by Card Hoarder. I'll be playing for the charity Trans Lifeline.
Round 4.
It all gets started late on December 26th and runs to December 28th. Sooner on Twitch.tv. Enjoy the show and donate to some great causes.
So there you go. That's the event. It's going to be freaking awesome. So we're going to bring in Thoughtseize. We're going to shave down our Prospectors, shave some Experts, bring in our Horns, take out the cards that are critical massy cards, and bring in some more grindy stuff. This is pretty good. I like this. Do I think any of my 5 new brews for Historic are viable to push at ranked? Getting tired of mono red and wild cards. They were all pretty brewy, honestly. Let me see. Take a look at them real fast. Oh, excuse me. J-Bro stole my fro. J-Bro's fro is epic in that picture. Much more epic than mine. Swarm, Armor, Auras, Free Lease. I mean, the Elf deck is definitely good. Elf deck's totally fine. The Aura's deck is fine. The other 3 decks were a little more brewy and probably need some work, honestly. Full disclosure. My Junkarika cube is still the best cube moment. That was pretty fun. Usually I start drinking by the end of it because usually we're losing. Cube for Charity is a lot of fun. Yeah, if you want to go find a good piece of content on the internet, here, I'll put the link for it in chat. All right, so we got Summit Slew. This is pretty good. Here we go. Yeah, this is here, real fast, take a look at this. This is high quality entertainment. I am wasted. It's the last draft. It's just freaking, it's just good TV. I'll post the link in chat. Just search for Cube for Charity, final draft. You'll find it on YouTube. But yeah, ton of fun. Great, great showing of what the crap, I did it again. Of what it's like. All right, so we got Bugbear here for land 2. Should resolve the old Snoop. Promo again. I didn't turn it off. My bad. Which one? Elite Knight. Which deck? So land. We've got Snoop. We've got a Slew on top. I want to keep playing things if I don't kill my Snoop, hopefully. War Chief or Chieftain. I think it's Chieftain, actually. War Chief makes this cheaper. Unfortunately, our hand's a little land heavy. Oh, Kalos Eldrazi. Yeah, that deck is definitely fun. I'm not sure how competitive it is, honestly. The land taps for mana for the creature type. It doesn't cast Thoughtseize out of the sideboard. It's not really necessary to play. You know, the unclaimed territory kind of lands. It's just like we don't really need the fixing. We have plenty of good duels anyway. So there's Verdict, which is fine. So they get to Verdict. We just play a War Chief. They get their 2 for 1, which is obviously not ideal. That's fine. We want to pressure them enough we can get the Muxus down. How many cubes are drafted this year? Like how many different cubes? Or how many times by cube drafted in total? They shot me down. Bang, bang. Get a... Ooh, Herald's Horn's pretty great, actually. They missed a land drop. Any bro cards in my cube? I haven't looked at my cube in a long time, unfortunately. Since the last update. We could fire up the Bugbear here. That's kind of risky. I'm just going to attack. I'm going to attack. I'm just going to play Herald's Horn. And we'll cycle Slew if they counter it. If they counter it, it sucks. If it resolves, cool. They have 6 spells and then I didn't play a land. We are threatening Muxus next turn, so it resolves. Wow. Name Goblin, and we just say go. They have a card draw spell here, I guess. If they're planning on casting this and not countering anything anyway, I have Wandering Emperor, sure. That's fun. That's great, honestly. Exile War Chief, and then we just have like a Horn in play with a Bugbear and a Muxus. And the card we draw.
I am almost sad to see you go.
We drew a land. Didn't Caleb win CubeCon? I don't remember, honestly. Caleb's very good. Caleb's pretty busted. He had the most trophies last year, if I recall correctly. Another Horn. Look at our top card. Ah! I mean, it's like pretty much a Goblin, right? Alright. Alright, so let's cast, I guess, cast Fable. Bitter Reunion is pretty cool, actually. It's a pretty cool card. I like Bitter Reunion. You're going to Aether Gust my Fable. So if it goes on top, I can't draw. I was at the bottom of it. Alright, then we'll play this. We'll play another Horn. Counter target itself, it's a creature spell. Yeah, sure. Alright, that's fine, honestly. So they burn some interaction. I still have Muxus hanging out. I still have his Herald's Horn hanging out. I still have Den of the Bugbear here, too. Keep them all again. Fables to be Tribal Goblin Saga for increased card types. I mean, it doesn't need to be any better, that's for sure. Ooh, no. Authority of the Consuls. That card's really good against us. Top card's a land. That sucks. Authority is pretty damn good. Obviously makes all of our hasters screwed up, gains them some life. I'm going to fire up Bugbear here and just give it a shot. We're not doing anything else anyway. Just try and kill this Wandering Emperor. If they have our rule spell, so be it. Oh, we're not playing Muxus right now. They have Authority in play anyway, so. Alright, so Bugbear comes in, trying to kill the Emperor. Trade with the Bugbear is fine. Doesn't stop Bugbear, correct. We enter tapped and just say go. So we have a Goblin, a Horn, 6 lands, and a Muxus. They have an end step Memory Deluge. Tilt. Yeah, I think Bitter Reunion is actually a really cool card and could definitely be a possible cube card. Alright, here we go. They got Reunion. They got the Fairy here or something too. Authority really does hurt Muxus. It sucks we've missed 3 times on Horn too. Obviously this card is like, you know, a flip to hit every time. So it just like makes all your stuff cheaper and then every other turn you draw a card. Alright, there's the Fairy.
I won't hide from the world any longer.
Not great. Thanks for following, Utopiast. If you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button. Of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, know my name is Jay. I'm a full-time content creator. Oh, no. Hushbringer. That's actually... Alright, so this is, like, insane. These are literally, like, 2 of the best cards in the format against us, and they have both of them. Hushbringer is almost unbeatable for us. Because it turns off all of our ETB abilities. We missed again on Herald's Horn for another Goblin. It's not a Goblin. Yeah, this is pretty insane. Opponent's got all the hate in the world. I mean, I'm going to try and keep playing, I guess, but... Play as a 4/4 so I can at least act this Teferi. I have Bugbear also. Yeah, really, really hating hard on us.
Keep up the pace.
Hushbringer is a real problem, because the problem with Hushbringer is that, like, we can't actually kill it. And now you need to bring in a Braid against this, like, blue-white control deck, which is awesome. And Devout Decree and Aether Gust.
Somebody's playing a prank on
Who
me.
are these people? They know it's Monday, I guess. We do announce Mogg Monday every Monday, so they know they're coming for us, I suppose. And a Baneslayer Angel. All right, sure. They know it's Monday. All right, they respect the Mondays. They respect the Mondays. We got a Hordemaster. Hordemaster's the one Goblin that actually doesn't get screwed by Hushbringer. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's Death Triggers too. We got a Ringleader also that has no ETB ability and comes in tapped. All right, we're gonna concede here. Woo! That's a lot of hate. That is a lot of hate. So yeah, as far as actually killing a Hushbringer, our only way to do it is a Braid. But I really don't want to bring in a Braid against the control deck. Crank Dog, Expert, Mon. I mean, Monzy can, like, sort of kill it. Oh, never mind. Death Triggers. Hushbringer really is just everything. We do 4 Thoughtseize. VK, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome. Make sure you join the Discord. Welcome. Happy to have you. Yikes. Maybe just stand pat, honestly. We could, like, bring in, like, the Trash Masters, like, just like a Lord. Could cut Matron if we're, like, really concerned with getting Hushbringer. It's, like, the worst card under Hushbringer. Maybe we leave Prospector in to try and cast Horn or Fable on turn 2. I should like that. Let's bring these in. Let's go the Matrons. And maybe cut, like, the Ringleader because of Hushbringer. Let's try this. Let's just try and cast Horn or Fable on turn 2. Holiday cards are in the mail, folks. Strict Proctors too? Yeah, right? Just hunting goblins here on Mogg Monday. On the fly. Game 3. We can keep this. Would love a Thoughtseize or a Prospector. What are you going to do? Can't have it all. Takali Honor Guard. Just every single anti-ETB card. Those cards are the best possible cards against us. Turns off all the abilities. Opponent mulligans. Oh boy! After Mob Monday, we got freaking Bronze Mythic coming up as well. It's exciting. It's an exciting day. Island go. Yeah, this kind of sucks, but sure. I mean, it's hard to think of a reason why I would cast Expert on turn 2, so. Opponent named this deck Garfield, aka I Hate Mondays. It's funny because my name is. It's funny because my name's Chip. It's fun. All right, white. I mean, blue, no white. Is it Horn or Fable? All right, Fable, right? Got a counterspell. Did I finish Bronze Mythic Bro? I have not, no. Gonna try and get some work done on that today. I'm pretty busy, you know? Holidays, new baby. I found the white source too. Oh, man. Alright, so Jawari, my Fable. Do 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 do. Just like, I just can't do anything, honestly. Like, it just kind of sucks, but all of our cards are vanilla cards now. We have a 2 mana for a 1/1, 4 mana for a 1/1. Mogg Mine normally this early? No, but I have some Bronze Mythic to do today also, so. Making Diary resub, thanks so much. Stupid freaking Hushbringer. Draw some Goblins here. There we go. Doesn't stop that one. Alright, Snoop Gob. Top cards. Other Snoop Gob. The goal here is to try and force a Wrath. Honestly. Charm? Yeah, great. I'm stoked they killed that and didn't draw 2. Alright, attack for 1. Herald's Horn. Land on top, unfortunately, but... Alright. Maybe I should have played on black and just cast my Expert as a 1/1. Seems kind of sketch, but... Alright, I mean, our top card is not a land, not a goblin. I'm not going to play Sling Gang as a 1/1, so I'm just going to say go, I guess. Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of decks that freaking Hushbringer we like want their removal spells against. But blue-white controls a really awkward one. I don't know if blue-white usually plays Hushbringer or not, but it is hard to bring in a card that kills Hushbringer, but it's also, like, palatable against blue-white. It's also, like, I don't know if they have 1 or 4. You know, like, having more than 2 seems ridiculous. And, like, if we knew they had 4, yeah, I'd bring in a Braid, but they have, like, 1 or 2, it's not really worth it, but they just drew it again, so, like, I don't know either way. Might as well hold this, I guess. Blood Tithe Harvester? That's true. Another land? Come on!
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
This is ridiculous. They have no lands. They have all spells, though. Draw with Archmage's Charm. Tilt. Or Typhoon, sure. Don't think it's a common board card because you'd wrath it away when you reset the board. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's a little weird in blue-white, but you see it in Ors a lot. And Authority. All right, come on. Alright, they've assembled Splinter Twin again. The Authority of the Consoles and the Hushbringer in play. Every way in this game, folks, I mean, we better, I don't even know what y'all need to do for me. Y'all need to buy me a drink or something. Because we win the Hushbringer Authority of the Consoles game. Top card's another land. This is ridiculous. Just preposterous. Alright, well, we have 8 lands in play. Here comes the Fairy. Jeez. Authority of the Consoles and Hushbringer. There's no way they have more than like 1 or 2 of these, you know? And Teferi, sure. So, like, maybe if we, like, reveal a Haste Goblin, draw a Haste Goblin, we can attack... Actually, I'm sorry, there's the Authority in play. Yeah, that's a pretty tough one, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Top card is not a land. It's a 3-mana 1. And a Snoop. Alright, Snoop's good. Another land on top. Yeah. Alright. Oh, that's pretty funny. Hushbringer actually turns off Authority of the consoles? When you sideboard a little too hard. Alright. I mean, obviously the ETB tap part still works, but the life gain does not work. Sometimes you just want it more, you know? What, alright, we need an odds check, folks. In percentage points, from 100% to 0%. What are our percent chances of winning this game from this point going forward? This game. What are our percent chances to win? I need a percentage. 3%. 0.005%. 1%. Actual 0. It's never actual 0, right? What are our outs? Drawing some lords, I guess. You know, 10%, 2, 31, 13. Devout Decree. Alright, Nugia. Just have a land on top again. Server crash. Top card's a land. Play Field of Ruin. Oh, please field me. Draw a card. If we can find, like, a bunch of lords, I don't even know. Yeah, I would say we're, like, in the 3% range. I think that seems pretty fair, honestly. The amount of lands you draw is actually just absurd. Let's say go. Like... Yeah, Chieftain's pretty live. Fable's okay. Oh my god. I mean, it wasn't drawing many freaking lands or any freaking spells anyway, right? Sure, you got it. Whatever, it's gone. I boarded out the Kranko, unfortunately. What's up, Yogi? Yeah, if we were like 3%, now I think we're like 1%. So... It's a very Authority Hushbringer. They got a Baneslayer. Where's the pro red creatures, huh? We get like a Paladin Beck or something in here. Maybe a Silver Knight. Anyone? Silver Knight? No? Any boomers out there? Silver Knight was the shit back in the day. Alright? That was like the anti-goblin card. First person to recite the text of Silver Knight gets a high five. Shocking a land, sure. First on 7. Silver Knight plus Worship. There you go. That was it back in the day. Prospector. Alright, I guess we can call it a game here. Let's keep playing, sure. You're right, it was a pro-red first strike knight. That was it. Silver Knight. 2/2 first strike. Pro-red. White. 6 mana value Chandra. Yeah, that would obviously be great. To have a way to beat their beat their stuff, but... We let them ult their Teferi, you know? Let them have a little fun. Bottom. We love a good bottom. Teferi again.
You know what? I'm not.
You know what? So, Bronzeman thing is next. So we try and conquer Brothers War, because we're not doing a very good job of that, unfortunately. We'll put that one together. The last line of defense against the chaos-consuming Otaria. Is that the flavor text, just the Silver Knight? Oh, what's that ugly art? What is that ugly art? That's not a Silver Knight. That's a Silver Knight. Look at this art. The original art to Scourge Silver Knight. That's nice. That's some good classic Magic art there. You'd love to see it. Made a diamond? No, we're still like Platinum 4, Bronze Mythic. Alright, we draw another land. Alright, I'll call it. Alright, that's fine. Alright. Sometimes your opponent wants it more than you do, and they get you. So 2-1 on Mogg Monday. We lost to Athari of the Consoles, Hushbringer, Wombo combo. But yeah, this is just the good Goblin deck. If you want to play, people ask you, well, Jim, what's your best Goblin list, or whatever, in Historic right now? Well, this is it. If I were to play Goblins in Historic, this is what I would play. I think you could consider playing Fatal Push over a Braid. I think that's somewhat reasonable. It leaves you a little soft artifact decks. The one you do one Trash Master, but like maybe you could play a second Trash Master. Maybe the Ringleader's not necessary. There's like a few changes here and there you could definitely make. But I think at its core, this is like where you want to be. Fable's phenomenal. 12-2 drops. Some War Chief over Chieftain for haste on Fable, cost reduction on Muxus, and then cost reduction on Hordemaster. 1 Krenko, some Sling Gangs. This is it. This is where it's at for Goblin players, all right? So, Bronze Mythic is next, but you two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Mogg Monday, 167 in the books. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it.